Blues and Coyotes coming up here, top of the hour on Fox Sports Midwest. Andy Strickland joins us now and talking about the loss of Kevin Shattenkirk. And I think even to the casual observer, you can tell, Andy Strickland, that this team is missing one of their best defensemen.
Well, it's more than just a power play points, Pat. You talk to his teammates, they say, hey, it's his ability to manage the puck, get up ice, join the attack offensively, and skate away from pressure. He's one of the best skating defensemen you're going to find in the National Hockey League. And, of course, we know he's third among all players in power play points, second among all defensemen, also top 5 among all defensemen in plus-minus. Talking to the Blues this morning, they know it's not going to take one player to replace Kevin Shattenkirk. It's going to have to be a collective effort.
What he does well as a top 4 defenseman is he's not going to win the one-on-one battle every time. He doesn't have that size, but he is so smart and so far ahead of the play mentally that his first touch is usually so clean that he doesn't have to spend that grinding time in his own zone, so he gets to play on the attack. And I think that element goes overlooked a little bit.
He's a guy that eats up, 20-plus minutes every night, and he's been doing it tremendously well so far. So there's a chance for other guys to step up until he's back here. Just puck management, that great vision he's got, and just making plays all the time, no matter the situation. So I think that's something I miss with him at least. And then, like I said, just playing big minutes on the power play and on the PK as well. So there's something that other guys that haven't been on the special teams that much, they got to step it up here.
He's a guy that he's got a lot of points for us, and he's so good at skating, and he's moving the puck. And I think everybody just has to be a little bit more aware. Make sure that we're up in the play and we're giving options to forwards on the rushes, and just make that quick movement so we are playing offense.
And Shattenkirk also leads all defensemen in home points, so they'll certainly miss him tonight here at home. Carl Gunnarsson, by the way, will play tonight with Jay Bouwmeester. Shattenkirk, by the way, had surgery last week. He's still considered week to week by the St. Louis Blues. Pat, let's go back upstairs to you.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. And let's bring in Bernie Fedorko once again. And Bernie, clearly, when you talk about Kevin Shattenkirk, you're talking about still a young player that's really one of the top defensemen in the NHL.
And it's only going to get better. I mean, Kevin came back this year with a new attitude, and he was in the best shape of his life and played that way. I mean, you got 40 points. You're doing something right. One of the top 3 in the National Hockey. In fact, he was second in points when he did get injured. But things like this happen, and we just hope that everything goes well. As far as the surgery, we know he had it last Thursday in Philadelphia. He is there right now rehabbing, and he told me before he went that he probably was going to start skating within a couple of weeks, Pat. So I'm hoping that is going to be the case, and I don't know, they don't want to rush him back, but certainly would be nice to get him back in the flow of things, maybe by the last week of March if possible, so that he can get, a half dozen games or even a dozen games in before the end of the season, before the playoffs start. And
that'll be the key, as this team looks forward to doing more than just make the playoffs. This team looks forward to make a deep run in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're going to talk more about these Coyotes, and also we'll bring you the lines and the defensive pairings for the Blues when we come back on Fox Sports Midwest.